And welcome back to the Gran Turismo Online League. It is championship night here at Blue Moon Bay Speedway, the home of GTO, where it all started for all of us racing on GT Sport a few years back. And it is about to close another excellent season of racing here tonight. 13 points paying races have led up to this one moment. 2 still have a shot at taking home the title. Dante Quarato has some work to do, but he has a shot to get his first career championship. Javin Tucker has the chance to make GTO history with his 3rd consecutive title if he can get it done here tonight. And it's bound to be a thriller with 50 laps to determine your next GTO champion. Who will win it here tonight? Qualifying has just been completed a few minutes ago. Take a look at the right-hand side of your screen for your starting lineup. Colin McKevitt roll off P1 in the number 20 car. P2 will be Cross Alberti. P3, Jack McKevitt. P4 will be the first of the championship contenders and points leader, Javin Tucker. P5 will be Ike Klockman. P6 will be David Pinkston Jr. P7 will be the driver of the day, Isaiah Smith. Excellent starting spot for him. P8 will be Peter Braxton. P9 will be Board in the Caterpillar skid steer machine. P10 will be the second one of our championship contenders, Dante Quarato back here in P10, and P last will be Gavin Morrison and the Nicholas Collier tribute scheme. So we got a stacked field here tonight, ready to do battle here at one of the crown jewel races for GTO. All but one GTO championships have been hosted here at Blue Moon Bay, and so many famous names in the league have won this championship race. So let's talk to a couple of the drivers to see how they are feeling. Let's talk to the pole sitter to see how he is feeling about starting up front here tonight. What's up, Colin? You're rolling off P1. And I see that we're having radio difficulties again, which is excellent considering this is the final race. Let's talk to the actual championship leader, Javin Tucker, to see how he is feeling about tonight. Hope we can actually talk to him. What's up, Javin? You're rolling off P4 here tonight. You got a pretty decent points lead going into this one. How comfortable you're feeling about chasing your 3rd consecutive championship? Hate you. Anyways, that's going to be it. I guess we're not going to get any interviews in here tonight, so we're going to go trackside and waste no more time because no one wants to talk to us. So let's head trackside and get this thing going. 50 laps to determine your newest GTO champion. Dante Quarato has to finish 8 or more spots ahead of Javin Tucker in order to clinch his first title. All Javin Tucker has to do is finish within 8 spots of Dante Quarato. Here they go, 50 laps to determine it all. Colin McKevitt, Cross Alberti, Jack McKevitt, Javin Tucker, Ike Klockman, your top 5. Ready to get this thing going here. The fans are packed into this place here tonight to watch the conclusion of another GTO season. The GTO Championship is underway, 100 miles away from crowning a champion. Side by side between the McKevitt boys off of the line as they roar to life down into the turn number 1. Here they come into the hard braking zone in the turn 1. Fanning out, 2 wide already. Colin McKevitt clears his brother up in the P1. Here comes Javin Tucker, P3 now. Nose to tail throughout the pack. These guys tucking into line, trying to gain some time, trying to make some moves early while they get the chance. They roar to life, already close to 190 miles an hour down the back straightaway. Here they come in the turn number 3. Jack McKevitt ducks down to the inside of his brother for P1. We are side by side for the lead. Slides up, little contact there between McKevitt and Tucker. Still side by side for the lead between the McKevitt boys. Tucker gives a shot to Colin McKevitt, though, a little bump drafting going down the front stretch. Here they come, down to the turn 1. Once again, one of the best passing zones on the racetrack. Side by side now. For the lead still between the 2 McKevitt boys. Everyone else trying their hardest to catch. Side by side now for P2. Ike Klockman has pulled up right beside the number 99, 2 by 2 up front at the front of the pack. Tucker shoves it down the inside. Klockman chooses to run the high lane. He risks him around the outside. A little contact with the wall. He clears Tucker for P3. Little peek there in the back of the pack. You see Dante Quarato wasting no time, trying to make up some ground early, breaking his way into the top 5 for the first time this race, trying to get there. 2, 3, 4 wide there in the middle of the pack. Here they come off the corner. Everyone keeps it clean though. Down the back straightaway here on lap number 3. The race already starting to heat up for position all over the racetrack. The top 2 McKevitt boys have broken away. Jack McKevitt has cleared his brother for the lead spot. We got a battle going on for P3 as well. Mike Clockman trying to stay ahead of Javin Tucker. Ooh, little contact with the wall. That's going to allow Javin Tucker to make a pass on Ike Clockman here off of the corners. We got a 3-wide moment back here between Peter Braxton, Gavin Morrison, and cross out Birdie for a moment there. Here they come down to the turn 1 once again. Oh, Birdie's going to dive it down to the inside, make some contact with Braxton. Still side by side between him and Morrison. As it stands right now, Javin Tucker would clinch the championship, but still a lot of racing left. A lot of time left to go. We can see cautions. We can see many incidents. We can see a lot of different things that could turn this race upside down for any one of these drivers. Top 2 breaking away as we are battling hard back here in the back of the pack. Mike Clockman to slip back. Ooh, some contact there between the 8th place driver, Gavin Morrison, and Peter Braxton there. Javin Tucker trying to catch these top 2 now. The McKevitt boys working together up front. Now they're side by side contact. He puts him in the wall. Colin McKevitt slid up into his own brother. That opens the door for Javin Tucker now. Tucker now right in this lead battle. As here comes Dante Quarato, the 2 championship contenders, now right in front and behind each other. A chess match being played at over 200 miles an hour here at the Blue Moon Bay Speedway. A packed house at over a few 100,000 people crammed in this place here tonight. Pack roars down the front straightaway, down into turn 1, mostly single file now. See if we have any takers to pass down in the turn 1. 3 wide there for a moment. Peter Braxton slid up in front of Gavin Morrison for that P5 spot. Isaiah Smith says not so fast. He's side by side with him. Morrison trying to find a way around these guys. That has allowed for this pack to mostly get back together now as Javin Tucker is actually cleared Jack McKevitt for that P2 spot. He's right in tow of Colin McKevitt. Now, how long will these guys choose to go on tires? They have 4 sets of tires to play around with, 4 tire changes to play around with. Who will save their tires to when it matters? Who will try to save gas in the draft? As we see the top 3 going at it, here comes Jack McKevitt to the inside of Javin Tucker. The battle for the lead heating up. This allows for Dante Quarato to close in on these guys for the lead. Championship battle starting to heat up once again between the number 99 and 73 of Tucker and Quarato. Through the high-speed number 2 they go. 3 cars under a blanket for the lead. Jack McKevitt sticking nose down to the inside. He's going to look to the bottom. The top 2 choose to go to the top. Yeah, Jack McKevitt getting up front, not quite able to get there. Still nose to tail between the top 2. Tucker pretty content riding right behind McKevitt at the moment. And we got a battle for the lead now. 2 by 2 back there for P2. Javin Tucker is going to have to slide back in the P3. Jack McKevitt got underneath him, was able to complete the pass out of turn number 1. Come through turn number 2. Excellent run by these 2 guys. Isaiah Smith in the top 5. And Peter Braxton there as well. Down this front straightaway they go once again to complete lap number 9 out of 50. Now this is quite a large racetrack, a lot of areas to make mistakes here. You may say only 3 corners pretty easy, but 3 corners that can easily mess up a huge run down the long straightaways. Each end of this racetrack is totally different than the next, so you may have a car that handles really, really well at one side of the racetrack, and you may have a car that doesn't handle near as good at the other end. It's all about finding that balance, trying to find the harmony between each end of this racetrack to get the best race out of your car possible. Here they come off the final turn, side by side. Jack McKevitt's going to clear his brother for the lead in that Newport number 11. And Colin McKevitt's going to give him a little shove going down the straightaway. Most of the single file now starting to get spread out a little bit there in the middle of the pack. Still battling hard up front, though, between these two couple guys. Three cars under a blanket still for the lead. One of these guys are trying to save some gas, working together, switching positions, pushing and shoving a little bit. Here comes Colin McKevitt. He's got a nose to the inside. He's going to slide right up in behind his brother. And Tucker's going to give a little shove to the McKevitt boys once again. Now, Javin Tucker doesn't have to win this race, which I know he'd really, really love to win this race like he did last year and the season before. But as long as he finishes within 8 spots in front or behind Dante Quarato, then he will clinch his 3rd consecutive title. Now, these two McKevitt boys have hooked bumpers there going through the back section of the track. That actually gained them some time on Javin Tucker. Tucker got an excellent run off the final turn, though. Isaiah Smith blocking Peter Braxton down way low. Some contact back there for P number 5. Peter Braxton, Gavin Morrison, Isaiah Smith all going at it, bumping and banging here. Battling hard here for P number 5, side by side back there for P10 as well. So we got our first taker on pit road. It's going to be Board Wharton out of the 10th place spot, I do believe. First taker on pit road does Board Wharton. He is going to put one of his 4 tire changes on right now. Try to gain some track position. Maybe this little strategy bit will help him in the end. Jack McKevitt still right behind his brother Colin McKevitt for this lead spot. Javin Tucker a little bit farther back now, 3/10 back. Get a good run off of the final turn, though. As it looks like the entire field is going to duck on the pit lane. Most of the field, a couple of guys in the back choose to stay out. So the top 3 in a pack, the McKevitt boys, Javin Tucker. Then you got Peter Braxton, Cross Alberti, and Ike Clockman all chose to stay out as well. And one of your championship contenders on pit lane as well with Dante Quarato. The battle's still going pretty tough as we got the guys that just pitted coming out of pit road now. See how organized they can get. Leaders chose to stay out another time. How much longer will they stay out before they choose to come down pit road? Javin Tucker's clear. Jack McKevitt for the lead. New leader here at Blue Moon Bay. here comes the top 3 on the pit road this time by. Man, look at the gas difference. The gas difference that Javin Tucker was able to save. Javin Tucker has about a quarter a tank. Everyone else running on fumes coming on the pit road. Here they come on the pit road. This ought to gain Javin Tucker a lot of track position since he doesn't have to take near the amount of gas as everyone else. But here comes the other guys on to the front straightaway. Will Tucker be able to clear them with as much gas as he saved? And I think he is. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get up to speed in time. Here comes Dante Quarato. No, he doesn't. Tucker steals the lead in pit strategy. But he's got Dante Quarato right behind him, his championship enemy here. 2 championship contenders battling it out up front here at Blue Moon Bay. First round of green flag stops has been knocked out here at Blue Moon. It looked like everyone opted for a fresh set of racing tires. Ooh, some contact back there in the back. I saw Board Wharton weaving a little bit. Looked like he made some contact with Ike Clockman there in that P10 spot. Gavin Morrison has cycled up a pretty decent amount. He's up in the P3 now. On to the front straightaway, side by side for P2. Here comes Colin McKevitt. He was the leader for a long time in the beginning of this race. He's going to easily clear Dante Quarato for P2. He's got an excellent run on Javin Tucker, though. Down in the turn 1 they go, 2 wide there. Colin McKevitt trying to get a run around Javin Tucker. Can he get it done? No, he chooses to tuck in right behind him, as this field has bunched up very, very quickly off the turn number 1. Nose the tail for the top 5 or 6. Here we go at Blue Moon. This is the race that everyone's been waiting to see. Dante Quarato shoves it down to the inside, 2 wide. Looks like Dave Pinkson Jr. almost had a nose there for a second. Everyone knows the tails. This pack is starting to get really formed up here at the front half of the field. Here comes Dave Pinkson Jr. Huge run to the inside. Pinkson Jr. sticks it to the inside. 2, 3 wide there for a second. Here they come off of the corner. Javin Tucker with an excellent run out front. Pinkson Jr. going to lose some ground. Ooh, huge shot to the back end of the 66 car. Aaron stepped out a little bit on him. Here they come through turn number 2. Trying to build the run. Dante Quarato takes it to the rear end of Colin McKevitt. Down in the turn number 3, a lot of guys trying to find their way around these people up front, trying to build that run, trying to build the momentum. Contact there between the 66 and the 51. Loose moment there. Everyone able to keep it straight, though. Down the front straightaway we go. Now here we go, approaching the halfway point of this race. Side by side for the lead. 3 wide for the lead here off of turn number 1 there for a second. Dante Quarato looked to the inside of Colin McKevitt, who was looking to the inside of Javin Tucker. But it looks like everyone's going to have a run. Here comes Crossout Birdie, the block by Javin Tucker, the win the turn 2. 3 wide there in the middle of the pack. Dante Quarato got shuffled back out of that one. Here comes Colin McKevitt. He took to the outside. Can he get a run off to clear Javin Tucker for the lead? I think he's going to do it. Ooh, some weaving there from Crossout Birdie, able to keep it straight though. These guys are jockeying for position all over the place. Javin Tucker getting past right and left now. Here they come, 2 wide once again down in the turn 1, fanning out. This race is sent up 2 wide. Javin Tucker ducked it to the inside, passes 2 or 3 cars to retake the lead. Down the back straightaway, here they go, nose to tail. What a battle. It is getting up front. The pack has roared to life. Here comes they all looking down to the inside. Quarato giving a shove to Colin McKevitt to the lead. Tucker stuck on the outside with no help. Here comes Isaiah Smith. Will they be able to clear Tucker though? Yes, Colin McKevitt does. Off of the corner, Colin McKevitt slides down the block. Dante Quarato. Quarato look to the outside though, side by side for lead. Here comes Isaiah Smith. There's Isaiah Smith for P3. He's gonna clear him. Looks to the inside. 3 wide for the lead down to the turn number 1. Down to turn 1, he clips the apron, and Isaiah Smith is going to slide up. Oh! Hard to the outside wall! Goes across Alberti. 2 cars around. The caution flag is going to wave. Hard crash off of turn number 1. Cross Alberti. Hit the wall hard. Went around collecting Board Wharton and the number 22 Caterpillar skid steer car. And that'll be the first caution of the night on lap number 22 out of 50. The pit road will be open this time by Dante Quarato, your current leader. Who will choose to come to pit road this time? Who will choose to stay out? Just about to hit the halfway mark. We'll be restarting on lap 23. So pit road open this time around after that first caution of the evening caused by a wreck and turn number 1. Pit road looks like it's going to be busy. Multiple teams getting tires ready up on the wall. Looks like everyone is going to be takers today. Pit stops here for our first caution and championship night here in the Blue Moon Bay 50. Dante Quarato brings the Mountain Dew number 73 into his pit stops. He's going to take 4 fresh racing tires and a full tank of racing fuel. Javin Tucker is already out of the pits. He did not take tires. Javin Tucker staying on an old rudder. Some guys choosing to change tires, use that second set. Some guys saving a set to the end. Will be green flag that time by. Since Javin Tucker didn't take tires, and had probably to take the less amount of gas, Javin Tucker will inherit the lead once again. We will go ahead and choose, and we'll be back to racing here momentarily when they get back around to the front straightaway. Everyone regaining their spots. What a race it has been so far. We saw strung out a little early before the first round of green flag pit stops, but man, right before that wreck happened, these guys bunched up, got in a pack, and they were aggressive. That is most likely the kind of racing you are going to see at the end of this thing when it comes down to it, when it gets down to the nitty-gritty, when it is time to make moves to win a championship. That is what we are going to see. So that's what we're going to be in store for. The fans are on their feet. The green flag is in the hand of the starters. We get ready to go back to racing here at Blue Moon Bay. 23 laps here have been completed, getting close to the halfway mark. Who will clinch the championship tonight? The final race of season 3 in the GTO season is underway, and we are back to racing here at Blue Moon Bay. The pack roars to life once again. Excellent restart by Colin McKevitt as they head down to the turn 1. Side by side back there for second place. 3 wide for P2. Up into the wall. Slipping inside and some heavy contact there. Jack McKevitt looked like he got the worst of it. He got bumped way out of the way. He's going to fall back to P7 or 8, I believe. A single file up front now. Javin Tucker. Oh, hard wreck. Peter Braxton hard in the outside wall. 1 car around though. Only 1. So we are going to stay... Oh, we are cautioning, actually, I believe. I'm not sure. No, we are staying green. If I'm... Oh, no, there goes... I believe we have caution flag has flown once again. We had to get the ambulances out there to check on Peter Braxton after that hard hit. Now, if none of the drivers choose to go to pit lane again, since we just had a pit stop, then we can get back to green flag racing this time around. But if someone wants to pit, then we can have the pit lane open up this time. So it will be interesting to see what these drivers choose to do here. Second caution out, the halfway point of this race. Still a lot of racing left. I think we're going to get double file and get back to racing this time. Looks like no one chose to pit, so we're going to get back to it. Colin McKevitt up front, Javin Tucker to his outside. Row 2 will be Clockman Morrison. Row 3, Quarato. Alberti. Row 4, Smith, and I believe Board Wharton. Here they come back into the restart zone. Halfway point this time by as we are back to racing once again at Blue Moon Bay. Fanning out down in the turn 1, 2, 3 wide. Sometimes it's in the pack. Here we come down the back straightaway. Tucker able to clear. Colin McKevitt for the lead as the outside lane got an excellent run off of turn number 1. Here comes Gavin Morrison all over the rear bumper. 3 wide for P2. Quarato's gonna try to make a move. He moves his way up in the P3. Clockman to the outside. 3 wide, almost there for a second. Still side by side for P3. P4 now. These guys pushing and shoving. The intensity has ramped up here. Ooh, a wiggle back in the back of the pack by Jack McKevitt. Oh, hard wreck into the outside wall. Massive incident in the turn number 1 as Javin Tucker got hooked into the outside wall. Another caution here. Cautions bring cautions. 3 cautions pretty much in a row. And we'll see if anyone wants to take. Pit road will be open this time by if anyone wants to pit. If not, we will get back to green flag racing once again here. Lap number 27 has just been completed. Still a lot of racing left here to go to crown a champion here at Blue Moon Bay Speedway. And I believe we might have some takers on pit road this time by. It looks like a lot of people are going to opt to come to pit road. Will anyone choose to stay out? It looks like you have 1 or 2 people choosing to stay out. Boardward and Dante Quarato, one of the championship contenders. A little strategy call here. Try to get some track position as everyone else ducks it on the pit road. A lot of these guys using up an extra set of tires. Try to put themselves back into the thing. Give themselves an advantage when we come to this next restart. Javin Tucker now P last after that incident. Last caution. Some heavy damage to the front end of that anti-Ans number 99, but his pit crew was able to, at CHR, was able to get that thing fixed up really good, looking pretty good, so shouldn't have many problems from that 99 car. Looking forward to see him work his way back to the front and get back to racing. So we're going to double file up and get back to racing here on the front straightaway. Looks like Boardward, your current leader in the number 22 Caterpillar car. Been a while since we've seen Boardward make it to victory lane. Can't do it here tonight. An excellent win it would be to close out the season for them. Your front row, Boardward, Dante Quarato, Gavin Morrison, and Cross Alberti. And they come to the restart zone. Back to racing, we are back at Blue Moon Bay Speedway. They roar back to life once again. Double file heading down the turn 1. As they stand right now, Dante Quarato would be your GTO champion if they finished where they stand. Down in the turn 1, 2 wide through most of the pack. Some contact there to the inside. Here comes Gavin Morrison side by side for the lead, but here comes Boardward with an excellent run off of the top lane out of turn number 1. Looks like he's going to take it to the rear end of Dante Quarato. A little pushing and shoving going on now. Javin Tucker already worked his way up 5 spots from the back. He's up in the P6 now, working on P5. Here they come in the turn number 3. A lot of guys opting to go to that top lane, try to take the long way around. Keep that momentum, get the best run off of the corner as possible. Down the front straightaway they go, mostly nose to tail. A lot of guys opting to make that move. Oh, 2 wide there, 3 wide there. Contact between Quarato and Alberti. Little loose moment there. Here comes Javin Tucker back here in P6 trying to make a move. Down in the turn number 2. Boardward able to hang on the lead at the moment with that number 22 Caterpillar car. tied there for the lead for a second. Side by side for P2. Ooh, Tucker trying to make a hold of the outside, not quite able to make it fit. Down the front stretch they go. They are racing hard for the lead right now. 2, 3 wide here in the pack. Ooh, boy, we're nipped the wall off of the corner. So now Jack McKevitt gonna have a run back at it. Right along back here with Colin McKevitt at P number 7. Some contact with the wall there for Dante Quarato. Looks like these guys are going to have an excellent run on them. Some hellacious blocks being thrown coming down the front straightaway. Down in the turn number 1, Colin McKevitt. Ooh, some contact there. Tucker able to hang it to the inside. Didn't get it run off the corner though. That top lane pretty dominant off of the corner at both ends of this racetrack. Intensity has ramped up here just past halfway. We're going to take a look at the lead side by side. Here comes Dante Quarato along with him. Tucker going to hop with the high lane, the outside. Quarato going to try to throw a slider down into the corner. He slides up in front of Jack McKevitt. No, not quite able to get there. Yes, he does. He clears him. P2, Dante Quarato. Down the back straightaway, side by side back here. Man, ooh, Javin Tucker falling way back. Must have made some contact with the wall. Some more contact for Javin Tucker back there in the back of the pack. He is in the middle of the hornet's nest right now. Down in the turn number 1, still battling hard for the lead between Board Wharton and Dante Quarato now in that P2 spot. I'm not sure if these guys will be good with gas to the end of this thing. It looks like Javin Tucker might have the most gas out of majority of them. Of course, your 2 leaders chose to stay out. During that last caution, these twos are hurting a little bit on gas. Oh, we got a wreck back at the back. Isaiah Smith around. And that's going to bring out another caution. Might be just what the doctor ordered for these top 2. They were hurting for some fuel here. This should be the last pit stop of the night. These guys should be able to make it to the end when they pit this time. If they pit this time and save a little gas, they should be able to make it to the end of this thing with right around 16 laps to go, right around 14 or 15 to go when we get back to green flag racing. So pit stops or pit road will be open this time around. Board Wharton still hanging on to that lead spot, hanging in there tough, doing pretty good, pretty fast. Number 22 Dodge for him here today. How many takers will we have on pit road? Here they come through turn number 3. Pit road open this time by. And it looks like everyone is going to head down the pit road. If you have a set of sticker tires, you might want to throw it on now, because this is going to be it right here. This is for a run for the championship right now. Here comes leader and one of the championship contenders, Dante Quarato, into his pit stall, getting some service done. 4 fresh racing tires in the number 73 machine and a full tank of racing fuel. Javin Tucker's going to get some service done. He is already out of his box. Here comes Javin Tucker. He's going to gain some spots on pit road. Up a few spots for Javin Tucker. Excellent work by that CHR pit crew. Colin and Kevin able to snatch the lead out of that one. Now the two guys that had to take the most fuel, they are way back there in the back. So they definitely got some ground to make up. But anything can happen here at Blue Moon Bay. Gonna get back to racing this time around. Gonna be 14 laps to go here at the stripe. So we're getting down to it, only 14 laps left and the third season of the Champion Series. The season has been so far some excellent races, pure domination by Javin Tucker for majority of them. But who can get it done here tonight is the real question. Well, we're about to find out. The green flag in the starter's hand. The cars roll into the restart zone, and we're back to racing once again here at Blue Moon Bay Speedway. A championship on the line, tandem drafting up front in the turn number 1. Here they come, double file now, fanning out, jockeying for position off of the corner. Tucker has a nose down to the inside for the lead. He's got to run off of the corner, side by side. Little side draft there by Colin McKevitt. Here comes Crossout Birdie trying to make a run. Single file on out now, most way throughout the pack. Now, will they choose to go 2 and 3 wide like we have been seeing the last couple runs? Javin Tucker chooses to go to the top lane. That opens the door on the bottom for Colin McKevitt. Colin McKevitt has a run, a little side through there. He's got some help from Cross. Here they come, 3 wide for the lead up front. Jack McKevitt has a run as well. Down in the turn number 1 was 3 wide there for the leader. Second, 3 wide now in the middle of the pack. 4 wide up front. Heavy contact between a few of them. Everyone able to keep it clean. Still side by side for the lead. Crossout Birdie and Javin Tucker. Side by side for the lead. Here comes David Pinkston Jr. We have not talked about the number 3 all night, but there he is. Toward the end, when it matters, David Pinkston Jr. roars up to the front of the pack. These guys bumping and banging back here in the back, throwing it all on the line. Some contact with the wall for Dante Quarato. Quarato has to make something happen with only 12 more laps to go here to determine the championship. Down in the turn number 1, 3 cars under a blanket for that lead spot as the rest of the pack hurries to catch. Three cars now. Here comes Javin Tucker to the inside. Side by side for the lead. He's going to clear him though. Crossout Birdie going to tuck in right behind. Here we go. Crossout Birdie's going to take a look in the turn number 3 for the lead. Tucker goes low as well. David Pinkston Jr. going to hang it around the outside. It looks like, ooh, some contact off of the corner. Out Birdie able to clear him again for the lead. And they're going to have an excellent run on Javin Tucker and the leader as the pack is right there with them once again. One mistake is all it takes to get this pack bunched right back up as Peter Braxton sends it in the turn number 1. It opens the door for David Pinkston Jr. to slip past him for that 3rd place spot. Pinkston not content with riding there. He's going to look to the inside of Javin Tucker. Here he comes past him now. Might be clear here going in the turn number 2. Yes, he is. Clear for P2, David Pinkston Jr. Down turn number 2, down the back straightaway in the turn number 3. Alberti leads the pack, but Pinkston Jr. opts to go the high lane. Peter Braxton sends it down there to the bottom, not quite able to get it to stick. Some contact back there in the back of the pack, shuffling back and forth. Jack McKevitt and I believe Isaiah Smith were a little loose off of turn number 3. The lead battle still as hot as ever. Here comes Javin Tucker back down to the inside. Can he throw a slider? Not quite able to do it. He's able to get past Pinkston Jr. though. He got to the inside of the leader. Little contact made between the two. He's going to have to slip right back in behind him once again. 10 more laps to go here at Blue Moon Bay. Last lap of caution is the completion of lap number 46. Will we see another caution to re-rack the field, or will this be the pack that determines your champion for Season 3? Down the front straightaway they go, approaching speeds of 190 miles an hour at the end of this thing. 3 cars under a blanket still for the lead. Back here a little further in the pack. They are working hard to try to catch these leaders. Quarato's P4 trying to work his way back up to the front. 2, 3 wide there for a second. Back here in the middle of the pack. So we are side by side for the lead once again. Tucker to the inside of Alberti. He's going to clear him going down in the turn number 2. Cross sends it back to the inside of turn number 3. Not quite able to get a run. Ooh, heavy contact off of turn number 3. A lot of guys washed up from the bottom lane, causing a lot of contact. A lot of pushing and shoving back here in this middle of the pack. If they don't get organized, they might not be able to catch this lead pack. Tucker leading this field away as these top 3 have pulled away from the rest of the pack by about 2 seconds now. See 3 cars up front, and then the pack right behind them. The pack hasn't quite been able to gain that much ground on these guys. We got a 3-car breakaway from them, though. We got a car slow back here in the back. I'm not sure if board worked. I believe there was an incident there. Able to get that thing back to going. Not quite sure what happened there on board work. As we are closing in on 5 more laps to go here. Javin Tucker leading this thing. As Board Wurton has opted to come to the pits, not sure at all what's going on there with the 22 car. Some late race mistakes. That might even cost him a lap here. Three-car breakaway up front as they come down to 5 more laps to go. Five more to go to determine the champion, and one of the championship contenders is leading the pack. Javin Tucker leads him down in the turn 1. The rest of these guys doing all they can to try to catch these guys up front. Can they do anything? This is the last lap. A caution can happen on. We do have some lap traffic up ahead. Down in turn number 3. Can they keep it clean for one more turn? Side by side for the lead as Alberti looks to the inside. Everyone keeps it clean for the most part. 4 more laps to go here. 3 wide there. The lap car stuck in the middle. That caused Javin Tucker to lose the lead, I believe. Tucker now dropped back to P number 2. He's trying to battle back, though, as they are battling hard. Oh, he touches Javin Tucker. Javin Tucker goes around hard on the inside wall. Tucker's around off of the hands of one of the lapped car. That is a single car incident just past the last thing of caution. Now, this could be huge in the championship thing. Actually, we are throwing a caution. They are throwing a caution here. We will have to double up. I believe that was a huge incident there. Huge championship implications could be happening here, as a lot of guys are going to choose to go on the pit road. Caution flag has flown. This race is going to be turned upside down here. This is going to get wild here with a green-white checkered finish. to finish it off here. Forward's gonna speed up and get his lap back that he lost. Lucky dog. They're gonna double file up this time around, but man, this could get wild. This is it, a green-white checkered to determine the championship here at Blue Moon Bay. This could be one of the wildest things that we have ever seen here. Who will win the race? Who will win the championship? 2 more laps to go when we cross the stripe for this season. A green-white checkered away. After 13 races, it all comes down to the next 2 laps. Who will get it done? Will it be Tucker? Will it be Quarato? Side by side, they're coming into the restart zone. Back to racing, here we come. The championship battle comes down to this. Green-white checkered at Blue Moon Bay. Tucker with an excellent restart. Cross out birdie, throws a block. Here comes Dante Quarato. He's trying to make a move though. 3 wide in the back of the pack. Quarato gets shoved up. Some contact back there. This is what Javin Tucker needs. He needs to gain as much time as possible. Stay as far away from Dante Quarato as possible. 2 more laps to go here. We will be getting the white flag the next time around. Side by side for the lead. Cross out birdie to the bottom. Javin Tucker to the outside. Tucker sends it to the outside lane. Out birdie to the inside with some help from Colin McKevin. Here comes the pack to get the white flag. 1 more lap to go at Blue Moon Bay Speedway. Tucker losing some ground. Here comes Quarato for the win and for the championship. Who can get it done? Quarato gets put into the wall. Off of turn number 1, 3 wide for the lead. The final lap still side by side between Javin Tucker and Crossout Birdie. Here they come down on the turn number 2. Gavin Morrison 3 wide for the lead there for a second. Tucker gonna lose some ground. He can't tuck back in. He's losing some ground once more. 1 more turn to go. Here they come. Through the last turn, 1 more turn to go in this season. Tucker got slowed up into the wall, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Cross out birdie is gonna win the championship race at the line, and Javin Tucker is a 3-time GTO champion. What a finish here at Blue Moon Bay. Cross out birdie finds his way back to victory lane here in the championship finale by 94/100ths of a second over Gavin Morrison. And Javin Tucker gets a podium, which is good enough to clinch him his 3rd title in a row. Man, let's talk to the couple of drivers. Let's talk to your 3-time GTO champion, Javin Tucker. What's up, Javin? You just clinched your 3rd consecutive GTO championship. How does that feel to be a 3-time champion?
I thought it was gone at the end of there when the 22 spun me out, but you know, glad we're able to get back up.
Well, congratulations on that championship, man. What a dominating season. How does being able to close out one of the most dominant seasons we've ever seen with this championship, how does that feel, just be able to close out that pure dominant season?
Pretty good. Wish we came away with the win in the end, but you know, can't be mad at a championship. That's awesome.
Well, congratulations on another great finish here tonight, and congratulations on being a 3-time champion. And let's talk to the winner here tonight, Cross. Let's see if we can see how he is feeling after winning one of the crown jewels in GTO, if he's still here. Actually, yeah, there he is. Oh, what's up, Cross? You just won the Blue Moon Bay 50. How does it feel to be able to win at one of the most famous tracks? Able to close that one out. What all did you have to do there at the end to try to win that one?
Man, I just had to throw a rock and bust his head, bitch.
Oh, congratulations on that win. Don't celebrate too hard here tonight. And man, let's take a look at the finishing order here tonight. Crossout Birdie picks up his first win of this season. Well, better fashion than doing one of the crown jewels here. He will finish off P1. P2, Gavin Morrison. P3, Javin Tucker. Good enough to clinch him the championship. P4 will be Colin McKevitt. P5 will be, let me see. P5 will be David Pinkston Jr. P6 will be Dante Quarato. P7, Jack McKevitt. P8, the driver of the day, Isaiah Smith. P9, Peter Braxton. P10, Ike Clockman. And P last will be Board Wharton. What a race here tonight, and what a way to close out an amazing season of GTO racing. We will be back with you soon. We'll have some news upcoming soon. We don't know when we'll be back, but we will definitely be back and be better than ever. The next season of GTO will be right around the corner, and we can't wait to get back to it. But Javin Tucker will be partying tonight here as a 3-time GTO champion. Dante Quarato falls up 1 spot short, unfortunately, but that will be it for an amazing season. So thank you to everyone that participated in this great season, and we hope to see you all back for next season. So thank you all for watching. Make sure to follow us on Instagram for point standings, updates, and more, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As you see Javin Tucker doing his championship burnouts here on the front straightaway. The championship winner in the 99 car, celebrating with his team on the front straightaway. What a season it's been, and what a better way to close it out with an amazing race here tonight. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's evening, and we will see you next time.